Okay, tonight I could have wasted money. I'm not sure. I got this a week ago and let it sit for a week in my humidor box. This Te-Amo Revolution. And the reason why I say I could have wasted money, because despite the fact it smells very good, like a very sweet manure-y Dove chocolate. Milk chocolate and a little bit of like a chocolatey leather, just a nice creamy smell. And it's rock fucking hard though. It's to where it's concerning me. It's like a friggin' stick you could like beat someone with it, you know? It's hard. It's like I can't even describe it. It's just very, very hard. But I'd like to say it's the denseness, though. That would be excellent if it was the denseness. But something tells me it might have dried out. So I'm going to give it a shot and we're going to see. God only knows. I tried to pick the best one out of the humidor I could find because some of them look like the wrapper was folded up a little bit and very... Does it cut normally? Let's take a look. Does this cut regularly? Yes, it does. Does it draw normally? No, it doesn't. Hold on a minute. Good taste on the pre-light. Very good taste. And I'm gonna cut again. This is like almost like I'd like to say a freeze-dried cigar. This is what it's like, those freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches. That's what this feels like. I cut it off, it just came off like very nice and chocolatey on the pre-light. Not any real bite either. So let's give it up a light and see if this is good or bad. So I'm going to give it a shot here. Not bad. I'm afraid it's going to be a stale one, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just the way it's designed. I have one of these, but it felt more moist, you know. Just a nice... Alright. Right off the bat, it's a harsh tasted smoke. Tastes okay right now, but the initial light is like a hard lettuce with some bitterness. But I've had other cigars start off pretty bitter too, so I'm not holding this against this particular cigar. And it's not even wicked bitter. There's some good flavors from what it tastes like. It's like a lettucey creaminess trying to come in. It's flapping up though. This label, this wrap is kind of flapping up a little bit right there. Not bad flavors right now, like a nice nutty granola coming in at this point. With slight bitterness, but the draw's a little harder though. I think the tobacco might be dry. I'm not quite sure. I think it's a little dry. Worst comes to worst, I'll have to dampen it. It's rock hard though, in the head. Very rock hard. It's box pressed. It's burning relatively alright, not too uneven. So let's see how it progresses as time goes, and I'll tell you the updates and the improvements of the Te-Amo Revolution in Toro, I guess you could call this, a box press Toro. "15 minutes in. This has to be the driest cigar that I've ever smoked. It is not properly humidified, but it's not too bitter. I'm still getting flavors in here. It's like a freeze-dried cigar, though. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not gross. It's not terribly bitter. It's got some flavor to it. It has age on it, but it's very freeze-dried and fucking hard as a rock. Look, it's not even breaking. I'm squeezing this thing. It's not even breaking. But it's an even burn. It's burning good. This fucking thing's burning good. Great smoke output. Plays a nice creaminess. Chocolate. Like a milk chocolatey taste, like on the pre-light draw. I tasted a little granola in it briefly. Creaminess and granola. A little bitterness before. It's not that bitter though. I thought this was going to seize up and taste very terrible. The way I was feeling this thing. I'm hoping it's the way it was packed. But this could be a very dry cigar too. I mean, this is hot as a rock. It's dry. It's foreign to me. And the ash is flaking a little bit, but not terribly. Retrohale, very black peppery with a little bit of cream, but overwhelming black pepper. With a nice overall mouthfeel. I would call it a chewy smoke. It's chewy. Got a lot of mouthfeel, a lot of mouthy taste building up in the mouth with the chocolate. It's kind of like you have something in your mouth. Like a candy bar or something. Like residue from a candy bar that you just took a bite out of and swallowed. It's got that mouthfeel right now. It's got nice flavors. I wouldn't know the difference. I mean, the flavors are good on here. They're good. And this is a dried out friggin' cigar. Dried as fuck. The driest I've ever smoked. It might not have even been properly humidified. For all these years. The humidor was iffy. The cigars looked iffy. This one looked like the wrapper was together a lot more though. $5.99 for all the smoke at any rate. It could be worse. This could be a real shitty cigar. Dried out. But it doesn't taste much different than the first Te-Amo Revolution I tried 5 years ago, I believe it was. Almost 5 years ago I bought this somewhere. It's a very creamy, good cigar with good flavors. It's holding up. And I'll come back in a little bit. So now I got that straight, and now I'm going to feel where the burn line is. It's kind of moistening up a little on the burn line. It's still rock hard, but it's moistening a little, but it still feels hard. Oh my god. It is hard, like a big hard on. It is like fucking massive, and it's you can't even break it. It's like a alright, I'll be back. I've returned, resting the cigar right now, but it's still a very even burn. I can kind of knead it, and it's softer now as I go and as it's burning, as it's getting hotter. But it is still a very rock hard cigar. And it's still like this. The ash could fall at any minute, so no, so far it hasn't been. It has strong flavors though, like a Cuban cigar. There is some great flavor in this thing. I mean, this is Mexican tobacco. This is a Mexican cigar. I mean, I hear Mexican cigars aren't too shabby as a rule. But this is the best Te-Amo that I've ever had, I think. The Revolution. A few of them were okay. Some people aren't crazy about them, but you could swear this is a Fuente or a Cuban, the way it tastes good. It's a really good... It's creamy, though, too. That's the thing. But it's got strong notes to it. It isn't overpowering. It's about a medium-bodied. Retrohale is a comfortable black pepper with some leather and some cream and sweet chocolate. Some espresso notes in here also. And the ash is curling a little bit. It's still staying on. It's not disappointing at all, considering I thought it was going to suck when I felt it and it was dry as hell. So far, that's not the case. So, I'll come back in a little bit. About 45 minutes in now. This is a cool smoke at the very least. That's one thing about it being rock hard. It makes it a cool smoke. It's not hot by the tip or anything. So, I got it resting right now. But the ash is still hanging on. That's what's amazing about this. So let's give this a try again here. Let's see if it finally drops, huh? This is a long fill, I believe. Usually that's a sign of a long filler if you get a long ash. Wow. Tastes very creamy. Like a creamy espresso. With chocolate. That nice creamy chocolate taste, and now a little bit of nuts. Maybe almond nut I taste there. Wow, now I taste a different creamy flavor profile coming in. A little more hotter, not on the tip, but hotter tasting from the foot. But it is a cool smoke. It's a total cool smoke, and it's got flavor. Maybe I should harden the rest of my cigars and not humidify them, because I don't know, this is a great tasted cigar. Holy shit. Maybe there's a reverse science where if you dry them up, they're better. Like freeze dried. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Look at this, still hanging on. Jesus. Over 2 inches of ash, still hanging on here. There it goes. So, I will check back in a little bit. This is a revolution, indeed. They weren't joking. It's a Mexican revolution. It's medium-bodied. It's not too strong, but it is strong. It's got a nice flavor profile that is full. Okay, last time I was puffing on this, I tasted a hint of broccoli and greens, maybe with tortilla. Interestingly enough, there's a tortilla flavor in here with broccoli and queso. But it doesn't dominate the whole thing. There's still that chocolatey flavor base with the milk chocolate, and I'm letting it rest because it's become a full strength cigar now, so it's picked up in strength. It's picked up in strength, no question about it. It is up to a full in strength. It's a cool smoke though. And one thing, when I got this stamp right here, it didn't really affect the cigar. It really didn't. It tastes like it's been moist, but it feels hard as a rock. Literally. I can't say it enough. The feel in the hand is like a real, it's like a piece of wood. Great smoke output. I taste that broccoli flavor, kale, a little bit of queso, creaminess, chocolate, espresso notes. It's very good, better than I expected it to be, considering the dryness. And this is old too, but it's like it has a moist underbelly, kind of like a very hard edge, like a hard shell crab. Do you serve hard shells? Do you serve hard shells? It's like a hard shell crab. It's got lots of flavor when you crack it open. Literally. Like a Mexican Revolution with the very strong front with the soft underbelly to it. It's really what it's like. I mean, I'm using my mind now because I'm thinking about revolution, you know, a leftist Mexican revolution. A very hard body, very hard feel, crusty. Not crusty, well, hard, very hard. And on the inside, it's like spongy on the inside, but it's very, very faint. You will not feel the spongy. You'll feel it in the flavor, but you will not feel any sponginess in the hand at all. Ooh. And there is oil in here. It's an oily, chewy smoke. Feels like something's in your mouth right now. Like you just digested, well, broccoli and something to eat, you know. But it's got great flavor. It's got a definite hard exterior to it. I didn't expect it to be this good. I thought it was going to be hard all the way through and shitty tasting and bitter. No, it has surprised me. I might get another and moisten it up and age it more and just take it out of the cellophane. I might, if I ever get another one. It's that good. We'll have to wait and see. But that's my analysis right now on it. And I am about 1 hour in at this point. It's got a ways to go still, and it's a slow smoke. A slow smoke and a cool smoke. Okay, now I taste the more higher quality controlled taste with the raspberry fruitiness, citrus, a little citrus bitterness, but creamy too. With the creamy raspberry and a bit of almond, raspberry, creamy almond, and a slight citrus taste. So it's changing again. So this is a varied profiled cigar now. It's an expanded flavor profile, I shall say. It's very good. You're the only one who's got problems. Very good. It's just much better than I thought it was going to be. It was dried the fuck out, for Christ's sakes. At least on the outside. I mean, the inside did not taste like that again. It still feels hot. It's squishing it up a tiny bit, but it forced me to smoke it slow. So there's not much residue on the smoking tip. Not as much residue. Yet it's chewy, but it's comfortable. Tastes a little bit of maybe a slight granola taste, a liqueur taste, a sweet liqueur. Like a sweet raspberry liqueur with the chocolate profile and the espresso notes. It's a full-bodied stick. I'm about 1 hour and 15 minutes in right now. this point. At least about that. This could be an hour and 40 minutes, this one. The way it's forced me to smoke slow. And it's a cool smoke. One positive about the hardness on this. It didn't get hot as I was drawing. It still isn't. Maybe it's approaching the tip, but it's not all the way there yet. The heat is not all the way there. But it's a very chewy, oily cigar. It's the oil mouthfeel. And it feels like, again, you're chewing something. Like a peppery, maybe a little greens coming in now again, like before. It's got an acidy, nice taste to it. An acidy, oily, creamy smoke with a lot of flavors, and I'll end it right now. I might make another one after. I don't know. Okay. An hour and a half. Pushing an hour and a half easily. It's softened up. It doesn't feel hot anymore. It's more mushy than it was. Still a cool smoke though, but it's getting more earthy tasting. A little more harsh. But creamy too. Good flavors. It's just getting a little more harsh toward the end. But it was a good smoke. It lasted. I taste bourbon whiskey in here now. With the granola taste, bourbon whiskey on top of the chocolatey espresso notes. A lot of good notes in here. A lot of espresso right now. It definitely smoked like a Maduro wrapper. I would say it could be sun-grown though. I don't know. I'll have to look the profile up on it. I forget the details of this one. But it's good. Definitely. It's one of the best tasting cigars I had. I was not expecting this. But the flavor profile is a very beginning. It was a heavy espresso, cool smoke. Then it switched as time went on. Switched to a bit of green kale, broccoli taste, tortillas. It had a lot of stuff, raspberry, citrus, and I feel a little of the citrus and the chewiness right now, actually. Shaking a little because of the cold, a little bit of the cold getting in here. And the effect of the smoke, it's a full-bodied smoke. It was a medium, then it transitioned into a full right off the bat. Right, heading toward the middle of the cigar, to the final third. It was very full. But me smoking it slow made it more comfortable. I was forced to smoke it slow almost, because that's how it was burning, because it was hard. And I let the oil sit when I put it down to rest it, and then the oils get all in and smoothed it out too. So it relaxed itself, pretty much. And now at this point it's earthiness, citrus, and greens with that bourbon whiskey taste. So that's the flavor profile. It's very varied. If it's moist, I can't imagine. It might even be better. I don't know. I wish I could get another and sit it for a while and moisten it up and soften it up. I wish I could, but what are you going to do? Not much. I don't think I could really tame that as far as making it softer and moister. But the flavors were there. Absolutely. So that's my review on the Te-Amo Revolution. In box press, in Toro, I believe. I'll have to look that up again. But it was a box press, comfortable box press. You know? So, that's it for now.